I feel it's kind of the same like 2016. The support out there, it's incredible. And it's just, people see what's going on in the country and what kind of leadership they want. They want prosperity, they want American dream coming back. So that's what we will decide on November 5th.
It's got that feeling.
Yeah.
The political world has long been accustomed to Melania's enigmatic presence, her rare public appearances often sparking intense debate and analysis. But as the election loomed closer, she made a move that no one saw coming. In a moment that sent shockwaves through both parties, she stepped out of the shadows and into the spotlight, leaving pundits and voters alike scrambling to understand the implications of her surprise decision. Join us as we delve into the details of her game-changing move. The Madison Square Garden shocker. The air was electric at Madison Square Garden, a venue accustomed to hosting legendary performances. On that crisp October evening, however, the stage was set for a political spectacle that would leave the audience stunned. As Donald Trump's supporters filled the arena, anticipation built for another fiery campaign speech from the former president. As the crowd's excitement reached a crescendo, a familiar figure emerged from the wings. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, who had been conspicuously absent from much of the 2024 campaign trail, glided onto the stage with her signature poise. The audience, momentarily caught off guard, erupted into a thunderous ovation. Melania's presence alone was enough to send shockwaves through the political landscape, but it was her demeanor that truly captivated onlookers. Gone was the reserved, sometimes reluctant public figure of years past. In her place stood a woman radiating confidence and warmth, her smile genuine and engaging as she basked in the adoration of the MAGA faithful. With grace and authority, Melania took command of the microphone, her voice steady and assured as she began to introduce her husband. The crowd hung on her every word, their cheers punctuating her remarks. As she spoke, it became clear this was more than a perfunctory introduction, it was a declaration of support, a reaffirmation of her role not just as a spouse, but as a political partner. The pinnacle of the evening came as Donald Trump strode onto the stage to join his wife. This unexpected display at Madison Square Garden did more than just energize the base, it reignited discussions about her role in the campaign and her potential influence on undecided voters. As the rally continued, one thing was certain: Melania Trump had once again proven her ability to command attention and reshape narratives with a single, carefully choreographed appearance. A new Melania emerges. When she took center stage, observers were quick to notice a striking transformation in the former First Lady. Gone was the enigmatic figure who often seemed reluctant to embrace the public spotlight during her husband's presidency. In her place stood a woman exuding confidence, warmth, and a newfound comfort in her role as a political spouse. Experts analyzing footage of the event were intrigued by her subtle yet significant changes in demeanor. Her posture, once guarded and sometimes stiff, now appeared open and inviting. The trademark stoic expression that had sparked countless memes and speculations about her true feelings had given way to a genuine smile that reached her eyes, lighting up her entire face. As she moved across the stage, her gestures were more expansive and inclusive, as if embracing the entire arena. This shift in Melania's public persona stood in stark contrast to her previous appearances. During her time as First Lady, she was often characterized by her reticence and apparent discomfort with the constant scrutiny that came with her position. Public events frequently showcased a reserved Melania, one who seemed to prefer staying in the background, leading to widespread speculation about her true feelings towards her role and her husband's political career. Behavioral analysts and political commentators offered various theories to explain this transformation. Some pointed to the passage of time and distance from the pressures of the White House as potential factors to Melania's more relaxed demeanor. Others suggested this could be a calculated move, a strategic rebranding aimed at softening the Trump family image as the election drew near. Perhaps the most significant factor in her evolution was the recent release of her memoir. The book, which offered unprecedented insights into her life and experiences, seemed to have served as a cathartic exercise, allowing her to reclaim her narrative. By sharing her story on her own terms, Melania appeared to have found a new sense of empowerment and control over her public image. The impact of this literary venture on Melania's public persona was palpable. Her increased willingness to engage with the media and her more active role in her husband's campaign suggested a woman who had found her voice and was no longer content to remain in the shadows. This newfound confidence was evident in every aspect of her appearance at Madison Square Garden, from her poised delivery to her comfortable interactions with the crowd.
You know, Mrs. Trump, you made it very clear when your husband decided to run for president, you were going to be a mother, you were going to take care of Barron, and you were going to work on the projects in the White House, but that mattered to you. But you took the stage on Sunday. You surprised the former president, you surprised the entire audience. Why now are we seeing you more on the campaign trail in the final stretch?
Behind the decision. In the wake of her stunning appearance at Madison Square Garden, Melania Trump's decision to step back into the political limelight became a topic of intense speculation. The former First Lady, known for her guarded nature, offered a rare glimpse into her thought process during an appearance at Fox & Friends. Her explanation, while carefully crafted, revealed a multifaceted rationale behind her increased involvement in her husband's campaign. Her love for New York City, her home for many years, emerged as a central theme in her decision. She expressed deep concern over the city's current state, painting a picture of a metropolis grappling with rising crime rates, economic challenges, and what she perceived as a decline in quality of life. Her words resonated with many New Yorkers who shared similar sentiments, positioning her as a voice for those yearning for change in the city that never sleeps. The former First Lady's critique of New York's current administration was subtle yet pointed, suggesting her husband's policies could revitalize the city she holds dear. This strategic alignment of personal attachment and political messaging demonstrated Melania's growing savvy in navigating the complex world of campaign rhetoric. Beyond her concerns for New York, Melania's explanation touched on her unwavering support for her husband's vision for America. She articulated a belief in his ability to address national issues, from economic policy to international relations. Her words painted a picture of a united front, dispelling rumors of discord within the Trump family and presenting an image of solidarity that resonated with their base. The timing of her increased involvement raised eyebrows among political analysts. The election at that point was looming on the horizon, and her sudden visibility was interpreted by many as a calculated move to broaden the campaign's appeal. Her unique position as both an immigrant and former First Lady could potentially sway undecided voters, particularly women and moderate Republicans who may have been hesitant about supporting Trump.
Well, it was an incredible place. I love New York City, and I think that people to hear from me on that day, the arena, Madison Square Garden, the support that we have, and I want to support my husband as well. So I was there for him and everybody else.
Some speculated her re-emergence was tied to internal polling data, suggesting that her presence could soften her husband's image and appeal to demographics crucial for victory. Others saw it as a personal decision, driven by Melania's own evolving comfort with public life and a desire to shape her legacy beyond her time in the White House.
For generations, this town has produced America's most fearless leaders, whose mark changed the course of the world. New York City and America needs their magic back.
The ripple effect. Melania's surprise appearance at Madison Square Garden sent shockwaves through the political landscape, creating a ripple effect that reverberated far beyond the confines of the venue. The impact on the Trump campaign was immediate and multifaceted, injecting a fresh dynamic into what had already been a tumultuous election season. In the days following the event, the Trump campaign experienced a surge in enthusiasm among its base. Supporters, energized by the sight of a united Trump family, flooded social media with messages of approval and renewed commitment. Campaign rallies saw increased attendance, with many attendees expressing hope that Melania would make more frequent appearances. This reinvigorated base translated into a boost in small-dollar donations, providing the campaign with a much-needed financial shot in the arm. Critics were quick to scrutinize her sudden prominence. Some dismissed it as a calculated political maneuver, arguing her increased visibility was merely a ploy to soften her husband's image. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about Melania's surprise decision? Do you think it had any effect on the election? Let us know in the comments section below.